You know, one thing that I hear over and over again from moms is, I love my husband, but my kids come first. I don't have any time for my husband. I hardly have time for myself. And sex life, what is that? So one of the things I say to women who say, I want to have romance in my life, is the first thing is define romance. What does it mean to you? Different people define romance differently. For some women, it might be bungee jumping with their husbands. For some women, it might be a candlelight dinner. But unless you're very, very specific about what your request is, and unless you let your request be known to your husband, he's not going to be able to read your mind. So I would say, ladies, share your idea of romance with your husband and get his as well. A lot of women are concerned that because I tell my husband, then he's going to do it, and then it's not a surprise. But you know what, ladies? It's more important that he does it than he doesn't do it. So when your husband does surprise you with flowers or with a candlelight dinner, let him know that you appreciate it. Positive reinforcement is the best way to get what you want out of somebody.
Fantastic. What's your next tip?
So the next thing I want to say is that date night is huge. And date night doesn't have to be night, it could be during the day. But the crucial part of date night is that you're alone. That does not involve dirty diapers and screaming children. Now listen, you may love your kids, but this is not the time to feel guilty. Date night is for just the two of you. It's a time when there's no kids. It's a time when you're not discussing anything dangerous, complicated, household issue, bills. Do not discuss it. There's a time and a place for everything, and date night is not the time to talk about touchy subjects. It's a light time for you to have fun without your kids. And flirting is a way of verbally showing affection. Now how about showing physical affection? Physical affection is very, very important. Not only does it have numerous benefits, it can be soothing, it can be calming, but it also could be very stimulating. Affection doesn't necessarily have to lead to sex. It often can, and if it does, wonderful. But if it doesn't, it's a way for you to connect with your partner throughout the day. So that means holding hands, hugging, kissing. Make sure that every morning before you leave and when you come home that you kiss your partner and you tell them that you love them. Embrace them, hug them, hold them. Make them feel wanted. It's something that we do with children, but as we grow up as adults, we forget that we need affection. So just think about the fact that when you see your kid walk into the room, think about how your eyes light up and think about how you want to give them a great big hug. Think of your husband or your spouse or your partner in that same way. Never take your husband for granted. And I feel like that goes both ways. You can always find a way to appreciate, to show gratitude, to be thankful. So every day be thankful that there was a reason that you were drawn initially to your partner. I know after 20 years of marriage, you might forget what that was, but remind yourself, he's a good husband, he's a good father, whatever it is that you appreciate, let him know, and he will do the same. So one of the most important things in any kind of romantic relationship is respect. And respect means really understanding where your partner is coming from. If you don't like your partner, how are you going to be romantic with them? So respect, love, and be grateful for what your husband does. If you can show gratitude, he can too. And if he doesn't, then ask him for it.